Hey, it's Freddie Cruz live in a very non-traditional environment. We are here at the Houston SPCA with the one, the only, Max. Woo!
Thanks for having me, guys.
Oh, man. So
the best setting ever. The best environment.
Yeah, and let me tell you, you are the first artist in the history of this radio station to ever request an interview in this kind of setting.
Oh.
And moving forward, I think this should be a station policy.
Yes.
All interviews in an animal environment.
I like that. I'm in. I love that.
Yeah. So what made you decide to do something like this?
So my wife and I adopted our cutie Wink, our one-eyed Yorkie, from the New York City ACC.
Okay.
And when we moved in together, I had not had a pet since I was a little kid, and I was like, I was the kind of guy when I would meet dogs, and I'd be like, oh, hey, what's up? And I'd be like, and then I met Wink and my whole world just flipped. I'm obsessed with every dog and every cat now. And so we were on the road and we started realizing what can we're just doing shows and we're in all these cities. Is there anything that we can do to, help out these, because he changed our life and we want people to find forever homes for these beautiful creatures. So we just eventually decided, let's start doing shows at shelters or do interviews at shelters, and just any way that we can get more attention and people out to them to see that they're beautiful environments. I think sometimes people have the stigma of thinking that it's a sad place, and it's the most joyous place, especially when the animal finds a forever home. It's
absolutely.
There's nothing cooler than that. So we just wanted to figure out ways to just get people out.
And when you go to a shelter and you adopt an animal, they say there's a saying. They say that you don't rescue the dog rescues you. Clearly, the way you're talking about your dog Wink, and even before we began the interview, it's one of those things. Your face lights up, and and I've got 2 shelter dogs. Of my own,
amazing.
And it's like when Zeke, he's a Zeke the Freak. He's a cattle dog in Australia. He's a cattle dog and Jack Russell mix.
Oh, wow.
When he rescued me, he's against the cage, and he's like, tell me how awesome I am. Yeah, you want me, dude? Yeah. So it's really an amazing thing. How about a puppy break?
Yeah.
Can we take
I need a puppy break.
Puppy break.
Sure.
So, Lights Down Low featuring Ash Gold.
Yes.
And I gotta, congratulations on the success.
Thank
but
you so
I gotta
much.
ask you, because you were quoted as saying, this is just not why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So elaborate on that a little bit.
So I realized that I didn't. It was funny. I've always dreamed about having a plaque, and I've always dreamed about just you want those things. It's a part of what is defined as success. And I held that plaque for the first time, and I realized it was like this kind of slightly empty feeling. And not that it's not amazing, and not that I'm not grateful for it, but immediately made me realize what fills me up way more so than anything like that ever could be is when someone says that they've used the song as their wedding song, or when we get to marry a couple on stage, or when a fan says that it affected them in some way in their life. Those are the moments, and those are the moments that you can always live in love for. Sure. And going for just that song that has 1 million sales or whatever, that's a very empty thing. So it was definitely a great lesson to know that forever I only want to make music that I can be proud that people connect with. That's all I really want.
Oh, look at that. We got 2 puppies.
Baby.
Oh, man.
Baby.
He went right for you, dude. Look at that.
And
all right, so it's been about a year since we last saw you, and a lot has changed, including the lady right here. Congratulations, man.
Thank you very much, baby.
Congratulations on them. So how are you juggling the work-life balance while keeping your sanity?
That's a very good question. We try to take. Hey, baby.
Look at that. He says, "Look at that mic. Let me rock the mic." Oh.
He's very curious. He wants to see the whole world. No, it's just, I think we definitely have to find the balance. We try to find as much time where we can really just appreciate each other while also being on the road. I'm so grateful that we get to be on the road together, and we get to come to places like this, because we need to have little cuties in our lives to replenish the soul. Look at this cutie.
It is the I Walk for Animals, happening November 4th at Memorial Park, and we're going to try and get as many of these animals out, because the best problem for any shelter, as you would know, and as any animal lover would know, is to not have any animals to adopt out.
Hey, that's the best.
Because we're finding all of these animals forever homes. So this is one way that you all can help on November 4th. It is the I Walk for Animals. So Max, knock 'em dead tonight.
Thank you, baby.
The show happening, and I expect nothing less than another interview in this environment.
Even more.
You're like the Ace Ventura of
ready.
artists.
I would hope this was so lovely. Next time I hope we open the interview with 100 puppies on my chest, on my back. I'll be sitting on puppy food. And it's a start to a series. It's a start to a series. I'm excited. Thank you guys. You guys are the bomb.
All right.
Appreciate you, baby.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.